they figured us out. They realized that they had to take me out, and they could just give her the booty later. Really, I'm the reason why I was like taking their stocks, honestly. But we're not going to focus on that. We're focused on winter finals right here. We have Stocktaker, Masato, and BlazerKirby, and that guy.
Yeah, and so BlazerKirby and that guy actually knocked Extra O and Q into losers.
Oh, really?
So they do have the win on the Bayo under their belt. They actually, we saw that guy go Link, and it worked out pretty well for them. So let's see if maybe they can get something similar happening again. But then again, Masato is a different breed of Bayo.
Yeah.
Maybe, who's the best Bayo in Tri-State?
I don't know.
Because Masato's up there.
Masato would be my first guess.
We do not have, in general, Tri-State Bayos are, we need more
We're
Bayos
rare.
in New York.
Oh, well, Tri-State, they were killing New Jersey, then Wraith is up there.
Oh, that's right, right.
Yeah.
But regardless, in New York, probably Masato is the best Bayo.
I'd say.
Oh, I thought he was Long Island.
Well, New York is Long Island.
I guess.
I know we like to not think of
NYC
it, but they pay New York taxes.
That's true.
We have to give them their due.
Yeah, that 8.8875. Oh gosh. But anyways, we're actually gonna lose the first stock with 4 DI from Link's end from the up air,
and that was great mix-up from Villager. He gets that jab, read the jump, and he hit him with those 3-pronged turnips.
Now, in your opinion, would you think that Kirby should take the arrows from Link?
If anything, take Villager's pocket.
Yeah.
If he's able to.
That's true.
But, no, like, Link arrows are kind of... Especially in the double setting when he can't even, like, they're not really going to be set up. They're not really going to be able to set up a good defensive position.
Yeah,
like, maybe if they get into the 2v1 situation, it could be useful. But as it stands right now, if he is aiming to suck up anybody, probably it should be the Villager, to at least just nullify a lot of Villager's gameplay.
And also help with movement would be reverses.
Well, Kirby's aerial mobility is quite bad, so
Yeah.
he does not get that much off the reverses.
Okay. But Bayo's actually going to be at 2 stocks now. Well, actually, both of them are. Yep. So it's still a little even, but another bad DI from both teams.
Yeah, and oh, wow, BlazerKirby and that guy actually have the lead.
Yep.
In stocks. I did not, I don't know when that happened.
Yeah, there's been a lot of bad DIs going around on both ends.
Yeah, it can be a lot harder to like react with good DI in doubles, because in singles you can kind of predict.
Team kills.
Okay, weird stuff happening. At least that was a lot of damage that got knocked onto Stocktaker. And still overall in terms of percent, never mind, because he gets out of it. I thought he was done.
Yeah, I believe he DI'd away. That's why the upper didn't came.
And that forward tilt is so strong. That Link forward tilt is not to be trifled with in the least. When they both of them got power shields on the Link up B.
More team kills, bad DI. It's not looking good on both ends, and the bomb is going to actually save Link.
That was such good bomb usage. Brilliant, even. And this is the sort of situation where I feel like sucking up Villager would be huge.
Yes.
Doesn't look like he's looking for it, though. Oh, there we have the down air. Also, Kirby's inhale is pretty good for if he tries to like plank on the ledge.
Yeah.
Because he can go behind him and inhale. But when he gets that trump and he's forced to land on stage, gets the down air to up tilt, back air combo.
Yeah, catching his landings, he really didn't have any other options other than up B, and that's not a really good idea either. So yeah, that guy and BlazerKirby going to take game 1.
I am definitely surprised about that. Are we having best 3 out of 5 for the Arcadian doubles?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so
Yippee, adaption.
yeah, exactly. I was going to say, Masato and Stocktaker, we saw in their set against you how they really have that adaptation.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't, like, they lost game 1, but I expect to see them come back even stronger.
Yeah.
Just sort of downloading their opponents and figuring out what needs to be done. It's so weird, this Kirby Link team.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't seem like it would work on paper, and even when I'm watching them, it doesn't jump out to me as like, oh wow, they're such an effective team, but they just get it done. They get the job done.
Yeah, and I think like most of that is because they've been winning the 1v1 exchanges. I didn't really see any like doubles passing or throwing off stage again on the other one. It's really just them doing their own thing and winning at that.
I think that a big part of what it is I never see them hit each other.
Yeah.
They're spacing and knowing what their partner is going to do, and that's especially hard considering how big Link's hitboxes
well,
are.
actually, Link actually killed Kirby once.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, just one time. But
Commentators, what's it called? Wrongness. It's a doubles game.
yeah, doubles is kind of hectic. So yeah, we're gonna have game 2. We're gonna run it back actually, and no switches on both sides. Looking like the stable team for both teams. And we're gonna lead off with an up B, but accidentally hitting Kirby, putting him in a bad spot, but gonna land perfectly.
Yeah, and last time, I believe that if they are going to divvy this up into 1v1s, well, actually, right now, BlazerKirby is doing a pretty good job against Masato. I would think that possibly, because I know that Link Bayo is like, it's kind of weird where he's actually pretty good at keeping her out.
All right, good recovering low.
Ooh, and the down tilt gets the trip, and he was able to react, and BlazerKirby getting that really early kill on Masato.
Yeah, if you don't get a trip, it's not true at all.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
lucky for Kirby getting that trip.
It's a 1 in 4 chance, I believe?
I don't
1
know.
in 3.
Devin should know.
1 in 3?
1 in 3. Yeah.
It's a 30% on the bulk of it and 35 on the tip.
Ah, so it evens out to 30.
That's what I say.
Ah, nice. All right, and so, oh, and he gets that down smash, but it's going to cost him.
Man, that was some bad DI too.
Wow.
Yeah, he has to stall when he recovers because Villager is lingering with that down air.
Yeah, that Villager's down air, it has a crazy hitbox and it has crazy active frames.
Yep.
And it has to be respected, especially if you're trying to recover against it.
He wouldn't have to worry about getting spiked if he only gets the one turn up.
And right now, yeah, Bayo at pretty high percent, but that means that he has a lot of rage, and so he falls out, and the wind box from falling out of the up B is actually what did him in right there. That's something that is like, pay attention to it, because it's I believe if he reverses the up B and then you pop out.
Yeah.
If you're like smashing up and away, and then you end up popping out of up
it's
B
happening again.
He needs
Now
to
he
mix
has a
up.
sheer stock.
He needs to mix up how he smashed the eye.
Yeah.
Because that should not be happening if he is correctly reading how he should smash the eye. But it can be really hard. You know, you're getting caught in Bayo combo. You're just trying to mash the controller as hard as you can.
Yeah.
And right now, those two plays were so huge. It went from looking like a pretty good game for blue team to looking like they might end up in the 2v1 situation in just a moment.
Oh, and Kirby driving the wrong way. One thing I noticed about Masato, whenever he loses the stock and comes back, he will usually go for a raw smash attack, hoping it will hit someone.
I mean,
Like, why not use the invincibility frames?
also in doubles, like if one teammate is not paying attention, like if one person is not paying attention to invincibility, he might try and punish it.
Yeah.
And so then, you know, he ends up eating a Bayo punish.
All right, now BlazerKirby is actually going to lose his stock, and that bowling ball is definitely going to hit him.
Yep. So really strong stuff starting out for red team there. You know, they lost that game one, honestly, relatively convincingly.
Yeah.
And here we're starting to see that adaptation. And honestly, I think the big adaptation is coming down in the 1v1 settings, because we're seeing those Bayo combos just really pay dividends.
Yes.
Also, it's like Kirby, we saw it earlier with Meta Knight, and Kirby even more so. He is not good at interrupting those Bayo ladders.
No, he does
Because he
not.
cannot get up there in time. And even if he does up B, there's no hitbox going up.
Yeah. And he can also probably end up getting stuck in it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Or trade.
Yeah.
Honestly, a trade would do as long as your partner doesn't die, but you're still putting yourself in a bad spot. So I don't think we're gonna see a team switch at all throughout this whole set. Like BlazerKirby living up to his name, playing Kirby.
Yeah, although I know that we have seen that guy play Captain Falcon as well.
Oh, he has.
Captain Falcon might fare better against the Villager. Captain Falcon
Yeah.
has some crazy burst options, which is like when, you know, you've got to respect them, especially, you know, in the double setting. You know, earlier in the tournament we see him get tons of side B kills, you know, and that sort of thing. And especially like I don't necessarily think they're struggling to close the gap against these two, but if they are starting to get desperate, it might be a good mix-up, because especially because of how easy it seemed that Link was getting carried off the top by those Bayo combos.
And another thing with Captain Falcon and any fast character, Villager can't really take control of the stage. He will have to give up stage control to set up.
Yeah, although honestly, the way Stocktaker plays, he doesn't really care about stage control.
Yeah, no.
Oftentimes he'll just like go to ledge and start doing ledge play and everything. It's like, it's just like I don't need to be in the middle of the stage. I'm fine.
Yeah, I have a giant hitbox with that's called an upbeat that's lingering everywhere.
Numbers.
So yeah, we're actually gonna change the scenery and go to Town and City.
Okay. All right, so they're counterpicking the Town and City, which I don't know about.
Yeah, Link just died twice to Rage up B on top.
Yeah, and especially because so this is something I've recently found out. That whole like popping out of Bayo up B with the wind box.
Oh, we found that out now?
This is what was explained to me. I'm not 100% sure on it. I was told that my character falls victim to it very easily, which is good if you're on the lower end of the stage, but if you're higher up, especially on a stage like Town and City, you just pop out and you're gone.
Would there be a particular S you had to actually
I believe it's down and
yeah, I would
it's
think
like
that.
it's
I would
like
think down
up and
in.
away and then down and back if you don't want to get if you read that they're going to do the reverse up B. I'm not 100% sure on this. I don't want to speak with complete authority. If you do know, tweet at me because I really would like to know.
Yeah, I think we all do. Okay, pulling out the bomb in a very terrible spot, getting forward smashed.
All right, we have pretty much an even game here. I was questioning this counter pick at the start, but right now, Blue Team doing a pretty good job keeping this even, although we haven't really seen any of those Bayo combos come into play yet. I'm just dreading the moment when Masato just gets that proper opener.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any follow-ups with the Blue Team going on. Like, Kirby has it's grabbing, but down throwing.
So actually the down throw, the reason why I think he went for it is that Bayo tried to grab after and his hurt box gets really weird. He actually just like completely missed the Bayo grab. So it could just be that down throw is really hard to punish in the double setting, and that's why he's going for it.
It still has lag though.
It still has lag, but it seems like Red Team has not been very reliable at punishing it. And let's see if, there it is. Yeah, that's why that Town and City pick is like a real double-edged sword.
But like another thing interesting about Town and City, like the only difference between dying to say FD or Town and City, the only difference is that 1%. The percentage is not that different compared to the other stages. It's just a 1% difference. But
you mean the Bayo combos?
For dying in general, there's only a 1% difference.
Really?
Yeah, it's not that much at all.
It feels like
it feels like it though.
It feels like it's
It just feels like it. Like, unless you're getting hit by a base knockback move, like Bayo's up B, you're going to die early, pretty early, unlike you would in Battlefield, which is a 2% difference from dying. But, yeah, good job from Link's end to take out Villager's stock.
Oh, also down throw has a hitbox.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that's probably why he's going for the down throw in those situations. And
but, like, up throw would do a lot better, I think.
And, we were questioning this counter pick, but right now the stock count is even.
Yeah, it's very even.
It's just like, you don't see Blue Team go for these huge plays, but they just are really good at I feel like it's the neutral in doubles. They have a really good doubles neutral of just like constantly just poking out the opponents, getting lots of damage in, and then finally getting those kill moves where it matters.
Yeah, and they're also watching their own backs. Because, like, sometimes your partner will not be able to help you out, so you got to be aware on your end. Like, maybe your partner's character is not too fast, but like, okay, so Bayo's gonna actually be eliminated right now.
And that up air, some big damage. Right now, Stocktaker in this 2v1 situation. Honestly, if Blue Team wants, this is actually, we saw this earlier, but if they want, they could just play the patient game. They don't have to approach right now. They have 2 stocks to his 1, which means if he wants to go to the corner like that and just throw projectiles, they can just go to the other side of the stage, or they can just sneak in that down smash and close it out.
That was amazing spacing. He managed to like duck under the Lloyd.
He short
it through. And also, Link can just throw bombs at it, I just saw. He doesn't have to like respect the Lloyd at all. He could just throw a bomb.
Yeah.
I hope he was glide tossing.
And so now we're moving on to game 4 here.
4.
Yeah, game 4 here. Masato and Stocktaker down at this point in time. Are we going to see a BlazerKirby and that guy in Grand Finals? It's the thing where I definitely saw these guys at the last Arcadian for doubles, but I've never really seen them in singles. Like, do you know anything about them in singles?
No, I only played them in doubles. Never saw them in singles.
Blazer barely attends. He's from New Jersey. Yeah. He can't come out too often. He comes to the Sagas. But yeah.
Something. All right, so we're going to go back to Smashville. No counter picks at all, so yep.
Yeah, and I feel like if blue team manages to avoid those really, really meaty, like just the Bayo, yeah, exactly, like the Bayo kills, if they're actually able to avoid those, then this game could be pretty good for them. But right now he's getting carried off the top. He's going to live, though, and that's all that matters. 64% doesn't mean that much as long as he's still holding on to that stock.
I think if Kirby was actually lighter pre-patch, he would have actually died.
I wouldn't be surprised, yeah. Ooh.
But yeah, like I said at the first game, they were just beating them in the 1v1s. Do I see a follow-up? Yes.
Ooh, really nice there. Down air, even getting the sour spot means huge because it knocks Masato way off stage like that. The partner getting caught in the middle of it, and the latest.
Help, but it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
And he came in on time.
Which time it's so active.
Please. Yeah, he's fine. Not anymore. That up B trading with the back air. So yeah, now it's actually looking like game one. There's no one has a giant lead going on right now. So luckily Bayo's shield. He would have been stuck with him. Now what I find out also a little that was interesting.
Because the wind box pushed him up a bit, I guess. And when Kirby does his back throw, he doesn't suicide like he does in
melee.
Instead, he just always lands on invisible ground.
Yeah. Which is interesting. So yeah, another thing I noticed about Stocktaker, ironically, is that he's the stock tanker. Yeah. Like he's been covering. He always had an extra stock for Masato to take. And Villager's really good at stock taking for his own right.
Oh yeah, no, Villager, maybe it's one of the reasons he's so strong in doubles. That up throw going to take it. And right now we have even stocks across the board, but right now Masato is only at 32%. He was at 0 just a second ago.
Wow. Forward smash is gonna take it. And I think the tree actually helped it.
Yeah, no, the tree, I think, because Link was stuck in hit lag.
Yep.
So it stuck him in that position. I don't know if it would have made a difference, but regardless, we now have the 4 stocks to 3. Stocktaker looking a little bit dangerous at 106, though.
Oh, and that just run up and dash attack is going to take the stock, but back air from Bayo is also going to take BlazerKirby stock.
Oh, really good spacing there coming out from that guy, avoiding the bowling ball on his way back up, and this could be big. Okay, so there you saw how he popped out, but he wasn't high enough to actually, that might be,
that's it.
Yeah. There it is. Now we have this, we might be seeing a game 5 here unless that guy can pull off some major comeback, but I don't know.
I haven't been seeing BlazerKirby actually SDI any of Bayo's combos. He's been getting hit by the same pattern.
Well, so actually no, that was DI right there because he got out of the, he popped out the first time around, and then on his way back down, he got caught again.
Yeah, but I wish he couldn't let himself be in that position at all. He could have SDI a little bit up or down or anything.
Well, no,
He's not
so
mixing it up.
when he was being carried up, he SDI'd out, and that's why he popped out, I believe. But then when he was trying to get back down to the ground, Masato picked him up again. He could have SDI'd again, but I think at that point he was too close to the blast zone, and he would have been popped out into death anyway. I think he could have DI'd down and towards, I believe. I'm not 100% though. Once again, I do not want to speak on authority on this. Please call me out if I'm wrong.
Yeah, man, roast this guy. So yeah, 2-2. We're gonna have the game 5 situation going on. Yay! Getting some little coach collaboration.
Yep. And this is pretty big. Whoever wins this is moving on to grand finals, guaranteed second place.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely right now, I think it'd be a pretty, I gotta say, it'd be pretty big for BlazerKirby.
Yeah.
BlazerKirby's team if they actually made it to grand finals. I was not, I was thinking that, winners finals grands would be like, SPT, Otacon, those sorts of, real solid players. But in the end, this is who we're seeing.
Now we're starting off with the Lloyd. I wonder what Oh, which timing his own partner. I really wonder what each player's been banning, because we've been running back to the same stage. And like, no one wants to switch up to scenery, because like maybe they don't think it's the stage.
I could understand that. I think that blue team probably wants to avoid tri-plat layouts, and that town and city pick was certainly really risky for them. And that's going to be a real early stock, but the stock trade. No, that's honestly, that was a worthwhile trade as long as, oh, he's going to be making it back, and wow, Stocktaker dropping his stock very early, and
Wow,
that was amazing
spacing. That was amazing. I actually thought he was dead.
I thought so too.
Oh, and witch timing his partner.
Yeah, again, he gets witch timed, and that was some big damage. Great job from that guy, capitalizing off of it with that combo into up smash.
Oh, watch your head.
Ooh. And right now, we're seeing, that guy throw out a lot of these long-lasting hitboxes, which can be kind of risky against Bayonetta.
Yep.
But right now, way off stage. I believe, so quick question, does Link down air lose to Bayo uppy?
I think so. Cool. A lot of moves lose to that. Follow-ups? Nope.
Oh, yeah, he tries to get that up tilt, the F tilt, but that timing for that seems really tight. Oh, he ends up taking, no, okay, so.
Okay, that's a relief.
Yeah, no, that would have been really bad for blue team.
Yeah, I think he should just go for up B instead. Link. Because, like,
yeah,
it's hard to get out of that move. And it'll definitely kill.
Oh, yeah. And also it lasts so long that he doesn't have to worry about the timing being quite as tight.
Yeah. He just has to know where they end up going.
Yeah, and right now, 4 stocks to 2 at the moment. But we've seen Masato pull off some pretty crazy stuff with his Bayo combos before, but he's going to have to get it started pretty soon and pretty quickly right now.
I like to mention how that guy still has 3 stocks.
Yeah, no, he's at 160%, 173, and he still hasn't dropped it.
And now he will.
But even now, even if BlazerKirby drops the stock for from a Bayo combo or something,
it's still in their favor.
Yeah. And it looks like his DI is getting a lot cleaner. And now we have the 2v1. Masato stuck against both this Link and this Bayo. This Link and this Kirby.
Now, he can't safely reach kill anyone off the top. Yeah, he can't get much going. But like, I like how he's shifting his targets around. That was an up B.
All right, Kirby Stone, I believe, can challenge Bayo uppy, right?
Yeah.
All right, and that's going to be it, though.
3-2.
Finally, yep, 3-2 in favor of BlazerKirby and that guy. Really cool to see them doing so well at this tournament. I believe I have to hop off because I have a singles match that I have a doubles match too. All right, so we are going to both be swapping off. Hopefully, you'll get still some commentary to go.
Yeah, both to talk during singles.